All right, so it is day 1 of week 4. It is Sunday, which is my bench day. Today's gonna be bench and then just like a whole bunch of like upper body accessories. For this particular block on the main bench day, which is today, we have 4s. Actually pretty excited because last week went well, and last week had like a couple of things to do because it was actually like, I think last week was like New Year's Eve. So I came in at 9 a.m. and I did that workout like fasted, and it was just like super early. Usually I train now, which is like at around like 1 p.m. and it went better than expected. So today the goal is to beat my PR set of 5, and that PR is 501. So anything like 507 or 513 I would really be happy with. And then following that, just have like a ton of like upper body accessories, back, chest. I basically do everything on my upper body days except for biceps. I literally don't work biceps. Yeah, which I probably want to change because I have trash biceps, bro. Like if you look at my biceps, I have really bad like bicep development, to be honest. So yeah, that's the plan for today. Honestly, I feel super motivated. Actually seeing all these like junior lifters coming up, especially in the 120 division, but then also in like other divisions as well. Is very, very motivating. In the 120 division, you have guys like Etienne, Jonah, so the guy's named Nonso, and they're super strong, and I actually made a thread about it, and I said that they like really inspired me and I can't let them catch up. And it's not like if they're necessarily like super close to me right now in terms of like total or anything like that, but it's just like it just makes me hungry to see how hungry they are and how like like quickly that they are like coming up, so yeah, excited. I know like my last couple videos, and especially the video like before where I was talking about like my switch to the IPF and everything like that, it was a little bit like depressing, but I feel pretty like optimistic and excited. I had a really good deadlift session on Friday, which was my last video, and that kind of like lit a little bit of a fire in me because I've been like locked in, so to speak, not for very long now, maybe like just like a week and a half with like my diet and steps and everything, but one is already paying off, and two, I realized just how much I like love the process itself of just simply getting stronger. So just simply like putting in that work and like hitting PRs, whether it be volume PRs or like single PRs. I absolutely love the process of that, and it's just something that in and of itself is kind of like enough for me outside of competition and everything like that, so yeah, I'm excited for that. The sport itself is progressing really quickly, and the level of competitiveness in powerlifting is crazy. Like, everybody is so like hyper competitive and everybody wants to be the best. Like, I listened to a King of the Lifts podcast, I think it was the year-end special with Gavin Aiden, Russell O'Hee and Nick Manders, and Russ and Gavin both said that even at the level that they are, and the things that they've achieved in the sport and whatever like that, is like they almost don't even really like the sport. They're just here because they want to be the best. And Bob said the same thing, and Ashton said the same thing, and it's like I realized like, damn, bro, like people really just out here like like, because I have the same mindset, but I didn't realize that like so many people just simply here to be the best, so it's crazy. As you guys could tell, Jesus Christ, by like the lighting and everything like that, it is super hot today. I think is, what is it, 35 degrees Celsius, which is probably like 90 something Fahrenheit. So yeah, it's pretty hot, which is usual for Trinidad. I don't think people understand how hot Trinidad is. But yeah, we're gonna get in after this workout. Plan to show you guys a little bit more of like my accessory stuff, and then maybe I'll do a bit of a physique update, either in this video or the next video. Just because like since my last competition, I really let myself go, like insanely so. Like I would say I probably gained, like up from competition weight, I probably gained like 20 pounds, and you know, none of that is like lean mass. I wasn't locked in with steps, nutrition, anything like that. Sleep, it was just bad. And I kind of like lost that like fire. And I really want to show you guys like the process of going from that to, you know, being back to where you need to be, you know. So yeah, almost to the gym now, and I'll catch you guys in when we get in there. All right, you see those little like niggles and pains that you oftentimes would get from benching super often in your pec or your shoulder, or just that like general thigh-in area there? These are 3 things I incorporated into my warm-up that have almost completely eradicated that problem for me. The first one is some sort of like banded warm-up for the rotator cuff. So these are crossover symmetry cords. You don't need these. These are like expensive. You could use any band for real. But I like these because they're just like, they're built exactly for this reason, right? So just little things to kind of like work the shoulder in every plane. I do 2 rounds of these. Again, really I just like freestyle it. You can do anything really just to get the shoulders like fired up. The next thing is a movement called the overhead opener. And as you guys can see, I have a bar like right across here. And the goal with this is really to like open up the lats and this like entire area here. And basically put your hands on the bar, get your hips at like a 90-degree angle, and you just laying your upper back kind of like dropping down there. Feel that stretch all throughout the traps. And you can even feel it in your pec as well. This one is huge, bro. Like if you don't do any of these, do this. And then the second most important, so I would say in order, it is the overhead opener, this what I'm about to show you here, and then the banded work is push-ups. A lot of people think like push-ups would just kind of like burn them out before they actually bench, but it helps a lot. I do 2 sets of 10 push-ups, and that usually gets me ready to go. People always say it's cap, but usually from about 2 reps on any movement, bench, squat, deadlift, I can sort of like tell how I'm gonna feel for the day. It might be cap, might be a little bit of like placebo, but I don't know. I guess we'll see here, and we see how right my judgment is. As I said, I want to get like around that 500 range today. Actually really damn good. Again, I don't want to get too ahead of myself though. All right, so this 375 or 170 kilos would kind of be like a confirmation for me on like if we're on for the day or we're not on for the day. So, yeah, this is my second to last warm up as well. So, I can show you guys how we arrive at what the last warm up should be. All right, so people always ask me, how do I come up with my last warm-up numbers, or what is a good way to select a last warm-up number? So basically, you have your target range in mind. For me today, it is 507 to 513, right? So my last warm-up there just now, second to last warm-up, was 375, right? So I want to pick a number that is slightly above the middle of those two numbers. So if I was to go 507 minus 375, that's 132 divided by 2, that's 66, or like a 30 kilo jump, right? So I want to pick something that is slightly like above that. So if it is, I was to take 375 plus 66, so like plus 30 kilos, that would be 441. So I go slightly above that. So that way my jump from my second to last warm up is bigger than my jump from my last warm up to my top set. Hopefully that makes sense. That is the most concise way that I could explain that, but yeah. One, two.
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. Come on. Just as smooth. Oh yes, man. That's a solid 9 though.
Yeah.
Solid 9 though.
All right, after the top set, I'm literally more worried about these back downs, because this is probably some of the heaviest fours I've ever done. And I have 4 sets of 4 here with 463. So yeah, I have the option to like drop down, but my ego is always getting in the way of me actually dropping down. So see how we can move these sets here. Based on the top set, this should be comfortable at least. That was pretty good. Probably had like at least 2 more sets for this. Don't know if I'll make the last set with this though, but we'll see. Top set was really good. Honestly, I don't know what I expected, because last week, as I said, I was literally fasted and it was at like 9 a.m. So this week coming in actually ready for it. Moved as expected, but the next couple of phases should be very good for bench. Honestly, with that, because last time when I hit 50144, it was RP10. So with this, could be a possible 600 on the horizon. I don't know. This might be the set of phases that leads up to that. It might not, but that would be insane, bro. This is my 3rd set of the back downs with 463. So far, so good. Honestly, maybe I'll be able to make all 4 sets. But I need to move this at like a RP 8.5 to be comfortable going for that last set. That wasn't bad. I was I was cramping. I was cramping up so bad in my hip and my like mid back. So yeah, I need to take my electrolytes. Well, I ain't got through yet. Last set. Best set.
Nice.
God damn. Pretty big,
Huh?
so a pretty big volume PR.
Massive. And that's after a big set.
Write this down. Rondell Hunt, 600 bench, 2024.
600, I didn't figure out what I can't.
All right. This is inspired by Bob, because he wrote his dots goal on the wall in, I think it's Elite Barbell or something like that. Rondell Hunt. Dead lift. Lord. 6. People saying I should change my name to bench load, by the way. 600 bench 2024.
Wait, well, no, I mean, you had to do it.
Holy shit, I spelled dead wrong.
Hey, that's that.
Maybe I should actually change my name to bench load. After main bench, I basically turn into a full-fledged bodybuilder. And I think I have like, probably like 18 sets of accessories on this day. And then also on my secondary bench day as well. So yeah, I'll show you guys one set of every movement that I do. And the first one is banded dumbbell press. I do a bunch of different variations of this throughout like different phases and stuff like that. But for this particular phase, it is feet up, flat, banded dumbbell press. The reason why I do them banded as well is one, just to like work on the lockout, make it hard at the top. But two, also, we only have up to 95s here, so I throw on this band to make it easier. And just to give you guys kind of like a walkthrough as to how I do this and set this up on my own. Because when I showed Johnny this, he was like blown away. He was like, bro, how do you set that up? And simply like this. So take the band like this, boom, up and around. You just kind of trap it on your back. And here you're pretty much good to go. Then you can just grab your dumbbells and get into position. And you're good to go. And with those, I could really feel those towards lockout. And even down at the chest as well, you can see I'm throwing like a light pause there. So these are really good. And I don't always superset these, but sometimes I do with my second exercise, which is over here on lat pull downs. And that is wide grip pull downs for today. Again, I do a bunch of different variations of these throughout phases. But for this particular phase, it's wide grip pull downs. So yeah, that's my first 2 accessories that I do, and I have a few sets of each of these. For me personally, a ton of bodybuilding work just like works like magic when it comes to my bench. Some people like more frequency. I bench 3 times a week. Some people like 4 times. Some people like 5. For me, 3 times with a ton of bodybuilding work, more than I would know for like anybody else. It's just like the secret. So yeah, move on to the other accessories that I do and catch my breath. All right, next movement that I do for today is the incline chest supported rows with dumbbells. These Coach Man program with a neutral grip. Focus a little bit more on the lats. And I superset these with some clavicular press rounds. Again, these I do every single press around variation or chest press variation I can think of. But for this phase, we're doing these. And these on top of the hypertrophy benefits, insane when it comes to that chest and shoulder health. So pretty much don't go a phase without some variation on these. And these are like ridiculously hard after 5 sets of bench, 4 sets of dumbbell press, and everything else. Literally burnt by now, and it's also like pretty warm in here, even though it's like a cooler day. And like, I was talking to actually Dawson Winham, and it was like at night time, and he was like, oh, it's really cold where he is. He said it was like maybe like 45 degrees or something like that, or 50 degrees in Fahrenheit, which is like, I don't know, probably 10 or 12 degrees Celsius. And as I said, it was nighttime, and it's freaking like around New Year's time, so it's like dead of winter. And he was like, oh, well, how cold is it there now? And I was like, oh yeah, it was 9 p.m. It was like 30 degrees. So you guys can imagine right now at like 3 p.m. in a gym with no AC, how bad it could get here. And we actually did some modifications to make it here cooler, because it used to be unbearable. But that's why every time I come to the States I PR. It's not a coincidence. Last on the list for today and for this entire phase is some sort of like tricep extension movement. And these are over the shoulder tricep extensions on the cable machine. And usually I go pretty light on these, just because by now, between everything else I did, triceps are burnt. So I'm personally only using 40 pounds here. But that being said, I'm the type of person that tends to go light on accessories than apparently everybody else. Like even like belt squat, for example. I think probably everybody watching this video has out belt squatted me. So I don't know. For me, it's more so about like this technique and good muscle contraction, and actually feeling the movement where you're supposed to feel it. So I don't really focus too much on adding more weight and stuff like that. But yeah, so I have a few more sets of this, and that'll be it for today. Honestly, it was a pretty good workout, pretty good week 4 primary bench day to finish out the phase with a pretty huge PR. As I said, that was a 5 kg PR. So a 5 kg PR on a set of 4 would usually translate to at least a 5 kg PR on singles. So that would put us very, very close, like almost like teasing 600 pounds. So we'll see where the next phase goes. Next phase will be what? Triples, right? So yeah, my best ever triple is 529. So I'll be really happy with like 540, 546 in that range. So yeah, we have to build up to that. That'll be a while from now, like a month or so. So yeah, that's the thing with powerlifting training, is it gets pretty boring. So yeah, I mean, honestly, like with this whole like switch to IPF thing, suspension thing, I guess a couple weeks ago I was very depressed about it, as I had said before, but I actually feel pretty good now. Like I feel pretty positive and excited. I was like excited to push the numbers, excited to get stronger, excited to stay stronger than everybody else in my weight class. All the guys coming up, and then Bob switching over to 120s. I have to like keep pushing forward because I genuinely cannot afford to still be at 1045 next year, you know. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. And next thing on the menu is squats. I have like a big paused squat top set, and then deadlifts later this week, which I'm actually very, very excited for. So catch you guys in the next video.